All right. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I'm going to let a few more people come in before we get started. I hope you guys are doing great. Make sure you hit that like button when you come in. Hey, what's up, Blue Skies? What's up, Miss Grace, Miss Faith Alexander? Make sure you guys hit that like button when you come in. Hey. Okay. Got a couple of people. Hey, girl. Y'all make sure y'all tap that subscribe button when you come in the building. I got the receipts all together and ready. All right. I'm gonna get right to it. Hope you guys are doing great today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm going to get right into it today. Okay, so if you read the title, you see why I am here. Please make sure you tap that subscribe button when you come in the building. Make sure you hit that like, and please stay tuned to the end because I'm coming in with a little bit of evidence. Okay, so if you guys are, am I too loud? Does it sound okay? I don't know. But let me tell you this. I'm pretty sure if you are here, you've heard about the slander that's been going on against Brother Wiley with this surviving Wiley situation. So last night I was sent a little information. And before I get right to it, I'm going to kind of walk you through it just a little bit so you'll understand what you're listening to. So this is actually a concerned YouTuber that ended up reaching out to Brother Wiley family church. So this is actually the church that Wiley grandmother goes to. Now, if you guys are familiar with the situation with this survivor, it's been a whole lot of things come about with this situation with this surviving Wiley, and it's been a lot of accusations made against him. So basically, a concerned YouTuber ended up reaching out to Brother Wiley Church, and she actually ended up getting one of I believe it was the pastor that she got on the phone, and basically she was warning the pastor that some person from the internet will be coming to his church to question his grandmother. So hey D, I'm so glad to have you. Make sure you tap that subscribe button because I'm about to get right into it. So this is the actual receipt of the YouTuber that reached out. You guys take a listen to this. I hope my sound is sounding good. So listen to this actual phone call.
Hello. Hi, I was calling to see if I could speak with the bishop.
You want to speak with him?
Is this the pastor church?
Who's calling?
Hello?
Who's calling?
Okay, yes, sir. My name is Susie, and I was calling to speak with you if I could have about 5 minutes time.
Your name is Susie, and you was calling to speak with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, regarding what?
Okay, I was calling you to speak with you about someone online saying that they are trying to come to your church to cause issues between you and a young man who's a family member. And I want to know if you was aware of that and maybe just try to let you know ahead of time that these people saying they're trying to interview Marquise's grandmother for some drama that happened a long time ago. So I really just wanted to just like call and just so you could be aware. My name is Susie.
Are you related to Marquise?
No, I'm not related to him. No, sir. I live in the state of Virginia. However, I do know him. I do know him.
And you are calling the bishop regarding this?
I'm aware of, well,
you aware of what you've been told?
I don't know. This is an outside person that's trying to come to your church. It's not about the drama with him and his family.
And I believe that outsider person may be the person that's over the surviving Wiley situation. I'm not for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's
What's the hinder?
Well, the lady online is saying she want to ask Marquise's grandmother if he raped her, and saying she's going to come with a video camera to church.
Listen, if you're in the church or anything about God, you know this ain't nothing but a devil situation.
Yes.
That's got you calling it. No one trying to go to our bishop. That's Marquise's grandmother anything.
Okay.
Nothing. If I was you.
Yes, sir.
If I was you.
Yes, sir.
Take my suggestion.
Yes, sir.
Nothing after you with God.
Yes, sir.
Leave this alone.
Yes, sir.
Lies and accusations. Nothing but the devil. Don't touch it.
Yes, sir.
I would get so far away from this until it would seem like I never do anything about it.
I will.
The audacity.
Yes.
Come to the church.
Yes.
To ask somebody's grandmother.
The video is online. The video is online. The video is online where she's saying it from her own mouth. But I'll stay away from it. I respect you. Yes, sir. I don't believe it, and I know I believe his lies. I absolutely believe it.
Believe it now, please. Just leave it alone.
Yes, sir.
If it's a matter of this magnitude, God will handle it.
Amen.
I would suggest you.
Yes, sir.
Speaking about this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask God to forgive you for even calling me and asking you something like this.
I apologize.
And this is nothing but accusation. It's nothing but a trick of the enemy.
Yes.
To keep something started. And I wouldn't be alone to put nothing on that fire.
Oh, you're right.
My advice to you would be to get away from this and ask God to please forgive you for it.
Okay, sir. I want to.
If anything come up like that,
yes, sir.
Amen. We are capable.
Yes, sir.
Capable of handling this.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to tell you, I apologize for disturbing you. I thought I was doing a good thing. I apologize. I really do. I don't want to cause no problems. Yes, sir. I apologize. Yes.
Because the woman you're talking about is my mother. She has not been raped.
Oh, no, sir. Sir, it's somebody else saying, I'm telling her to leave you guys alone. I'm telling this woman, leave them people alone. Don't go to their church.
Oh my God. So the woman, so that's actually Wiley's brother.
Yes. Oh no, I'm done. I'm out the way, and I apologize 100%, sir. I would never. I apologize 100%, sir. I apologize. Yes, sir. I don't believe it either. And I apologize. I'm sorry to even bother you. Yes, sir.
That's my prayer for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Continue to carry on.
Oh no. I promise you. No, no, sir. I won't.
Wow. Okay, so that was that. You guys heard your own 2 ears. And I'm gonna speak my piece. Hopefully, I think Brother Wiley has jumped on the StreamYard, and I can go ahead and try to get him in so he can chime in on this situation. But the first thing that came to my mind is this. Even though that's Wiley's brother, looking at the fact that a concerned YouTuber reached out to him and asked him about the situation, my first thought would be, if these things were true, hey, how you doing? If these things were true, even though that's Wiley's family, don't you think maybe he could think in his mind, this possibly could be someone maybe from the police station that's calling? Don't you think maybe that brother, that bishop of that church that picked up the phone, was talking to the concerned YouTuber, would have at least said, the police is on this situation. You don't have to worry about this situation. We got it covered. There's an open investigation. Don't you think something along the lines of him mentioning something about the police, or there's a restraining order in order I have restraining orders against him. We have taken the proper steps to handle this. What do you guys think? Don't you think maybe the first thing that would have came up was the police when it comes to this situation? It seems a little bit mysterious. Okay, so I am kind of waiting for Wiley to jump on so I can go ahead and get him signed in. Wiley, I believe I sent you the link. Make sure you jump in and chime in on this. What do you guys think about this situation? This looks like a situation that's been trumped up to slander another person. Okay, there he is. I'm going to send Wiley in, and he is going to jump in and speak his piece on this situation. Let's see here.
So I think like the people want
to. I think I got him on. Can you hear me, Wiley?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It's kind of just a little skippy, but it sounds good.
All right. So I don't know if the people can hear me or not. But I want to first say thank you for that, for playing that recording. But the recording that you played was my uncle, right? Bishop Melvin Cartwright.
That was your uncle. Okay.
He is the pastor.
Yeah, because that's your grandmother. So that's his mother. That's your uncle.
Yes, that's her that's her oldest son. So that recording, maybe you can play it again so they can hear it. That recording.
Oh, yes, I'll start back from the beginning, most definitely. Because when he said that's my mother you're talking about, I was like, hold on.
Right. Yes, that's.
I listened to a little bit of it last night, but I didn't listen to the whole thing. So I'm going to start from the beginning here, right here. Starting all over, y'all. Listen.
Hi, I was calling if I could speak with the bishop.
You want to speak with him?
Is this the pastor of the church?
Who's calling?
Hello?
Yes, who's calling?
Okay, yes, sir. My name is Susie, and I was going to speak with you if I could have about 5 minutes of your time.
Your name is Susie, and you was calling to speak with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, regarding what?
Okay, I was calling you to speak with you about someone online is saying that they are trying to come to your church to cause issues between you and a young man who's a family member. And I was just wanting to know if you was aware of that and maybe try to ahead of time. These people saying they're trying to interview Marquise's grandmother for some drama that happened a long time ago. So I really just wanted to just call and just so you could be aware. My name is Susie.
Now, Susie, is that VS, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
No, I'm not related to him, sir. I live in the state of Virginia. However, I do know him. I do know him.
Okay, and you are calling the bishop regarding this without knowing the circumstances around it?
I'm aware of, well...
You're aware of what you've been told?
I don't know. This is an outside person that's trying to come to your church. It's not about the drama with him and his family.
You're trying to bring sugar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's
well, what's the hinder?
The lady online is saying she want to ask Marquise's grandmother if he raped her, and saying she's going to come with a video camera to church.
Listen, if you're in the church or in the sign of God, you know this ain't nothing but a devilish situation.
Yes.
Got you calling. No one trying to go to our church and ask Marquise's grandmother anything.
Okay.
If I was you.
Yes, sir.
If I was you.
Yes, sir.
Take my suggestion.
Yes, sir.
Nothing to have to do with God.
Yes, sir.
Leave this alone.
Yes, sir.
Lies and accusations. Nothing but the devil. Don't touch it.
Yes, sir.
I would get so far away from this until it would seem like I never knew anything about it.
I will.
The audacity to come to the church.
Yes.
To ask somebody's grandmother that they raped. I mean,
the video is online. The video is online. The video is online where she's saying it from out her own mouth. But I'll stay away from it. I respect you. Yes, sir. I don't believe it, and I know I believe his lies. I absolutely believe
it now, please.
Yes, sir.
Miss Grace, you is silly. What you say? You would have never knew she was a sucker bee.
Amen.
I would suggest you.
Yes, sir.
Speak about this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask God to forgive you for even being asking you about something like this. And this is nothing but accusation. It's nothing but a trick of the enemy.
Yes.
To keep something started. And if I was you, I wouldn't be alone to put nothing on that fire.
Oh, you're right.
My advice to you would be to get away from this and ask God to please forgive you.
Okay, sir, I want to.
If anything come up like that,
yes, sir.
Believe me, we're capable.
Yes, sir.
More than capable.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to tell you, I apologize for disturbing you. I thought I was doing a good thing. I apologize. I really don't want to cause no problems. Yes, sir. I apologize.
Because the woman you're talking about is my mother. She hasn't been raised.
Oh, no, sir. Sir, it's somebody else saying, I'm telling her to leave you guys alone. I'm telling this woman, leave them people alone. Don't go to their church.
If you pick that up, then
yes. Oh, no, I'm done. I'm out the way, and I apologize. 100%, sir. I would never. I apologize. 100%, sir. I apologize. Yes, sir. I don't believe it either. And I apologize. I'm sorry to even bother you.
I will stay away from it.
Yes, sir.
If I would do that, that's my preference.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Continue to carry on.
Oh no! I promise you, no. No, sir.
All right, so you guys heard it yourself from a concerned YouTuber, and I want to say again, thank you so much, Wiley, for your chance to bring this truth.
No problem.
And one thing about it, when people come up with these things and or anybody else about it, you have the right to come forward and speak your truth. And I just think it's crazy that a person would actually try to come up on clicks and views and try to put something like on a person that's so serious. What do you think?
I think that, honestly, is wrong for Ahmad Wiggins' friend to push that narrative, including Ahmad Wiggins himself. No apology.
You think he did have something to do with it?
Yes, because he said it multiple times, as well as his friend. And clearly you hear the clearance of it. My mother cleared me, my uncle, who is the pastor, who is my grandmother's pastor, right? And when you say something about rape, that is a serious allegation, number one.
It is so serious.
And number two, you saying it as though it's not that serious, as though I went and robbed somebody, right? That's serious.
Exactly.
And they're not listening to what they're saying, and they're not bringing not a shred of evidence. And they're saying it just like anything, like a new pair of shoes they putting on, right? And it's dangerous rhetoric. It's a bunch of lies, and neither one of them have apologized for what they did. Not Ahmad Wiggins, and not even his friend. And there went on a nasty campaign of lies, dangerous lies. They also have tried to contact people in my family with these lies. They thought people that were my friends, close associate with these lies. They are literally have started an email address to encourage people to email with lies, right? And it's disturbing to see two African-American gay men starting a hate campaign when historically they used to call gay people predators. That was the thing. So
it's being by them.
Yes. These are two African-American gay men that shouldn't do that. When historically people would try to label gay men as predators, they would say that even when they try to have gay men become parents or gay women become parents, they always say, oh my God, they can't because they will confuse the child. So they will always use stuff that's not based on scientific evidence, just their nasty hatred towards being gay. Now you see gay people like Ahmad Wiggins and his friend, they have literally picked up that spirit and went on a campaign and think that is cute to do. And
They think it's
cute.
a joke.
Yes.
They think it's a joke and they think it's cool. And can I say something?
Yes.
I wanted to say this. What is it? What do you think when it comes to this YouTube thing? What do you think? Why do people go in so much when it comes to a person's personal life? An issue you have with a person on YouTube, why do people cross that fence and go over to the personal life, into the docs and into the lives? Where do you think all of this stems from?
That stems from jealousy, and they want to try to tarnish someone's brand. Doxing is nothing new. What is new is they're trying to start serious allegations and see what it stick. You're starting campaigns. I've never seen something of this magnitude, of this matter, right? And it doesn't. Right, I never seen something like that. Part 1, part 2, and you're doing this.
I think they're up to like 11 now. I think it's like a part 11.
Right.
And like, there was a guy. It was something I ran across last night. There was a guy that, he was talking to, and really trying to walk this guy down a victim road. And this guy was like, I'm not a victim. I actually dated him. I actually still love Wiley. And you were just trying to hold his hand and walk him down a victim road. And this man was steady telling you he's not a victim.
Right.
That's something that I just can't understand.
It was a quote. He said, "You are a victim." And the guy said, "No, it was a consensual sex. I'm not a victim." And they kept saying
it more than one time, more than 2 times. It was consensual.
Right. And he kept saying it. And I'm like, what are you all doing? And you can't bash the witness for someone that is coming forward because it don't play up to your narrative, right? It don't play up to to promote this campaign. And
it has to fit into the narrative.
Yes, because the guy said it was consensual, and they constantly kept saying, "No, you are." How can you say something like that?
Oh, yeah, Rico. So there was Rico that he was talking to.
That was Rico. Yes,
Rico. Okay, I forgot the brother's name, but yes, I was just looking like, oh my God, if this actually was, let's just say, court of law, the judge would have threw your butt out of there with what you were trying to do.
Absolutely.
You want to walk a person down a victim road, and he was like, well, you're not a victim, you're a survivor. No, I'm not even that.
Survivor, right. And they tried to put words in that brother's mouth, and Rico said, no, I am not a victim, I am not a survivor. Everything that I did, it was willingly, right? And the thing that I would like to say, if I don't speak out against those salacious and evil attacks, one day it could be you, Katie Talk. One day it could be another YouTuber.
Thank you.
And if I don't speak up and speak out, what would stop them from doing it to another YouTuber? That's classic harassment, classic defamation, classic slander.
And there's evidence. I hope you are taking copies of these videos. Download the video if you have to. They have a little part of YouTube where you can download stuff. I think you got to pay an extra fee or something like that. But keep this evidence because you could probably use this in court because this is ridiculous. There's people out there that's going through these situations, and for it to be taken lightly and slander and lies all trumped up together against one person, it's ridiculous, and it should be something done about this. And it's another. Go ahead.
It's just, yeah, I agree with you. I concur with that. You're right. You want to?
And I had a question. Before all these series took off, before that part 1 started, was there a conversation had between you and King?
No, never was.
Before all this happened,
never was a conversation. Ahmad Wiggins came on the show about a week or 2 before the part 1, and he called me and he said, "Let's make amends. I will come on your show. It's gonna be great. Let's have a conversation." And he came on the show. And after that, it just did not go into his way. and his friend started a series, and his reason was, he said, I started the series because Wiley said that I'm boring on the Gentleman's Panel. But we just heard that Ahmad Wiggins, Brianna broke the story that Ahmad Wiggins said the Gentleman's Panel is boring. But does that make you want to start a series of calling somebody that, labeling them a rapist and a predator because somebody said you're boring on the panel? But then a couple of days later, your friend Ahmad Wiggins said on his radio show, quote, the Gentleman's Panel is boring. And he called one of the panel members
about his own friend.
Yes. I'm just, and then it's just, to me.
Hey, Armand said maybe you need to bring me on there.
Right. And then Ahmad went on that, brother, the creator of the show, and he was forced to say, I apologize, I was drunk, I would love to come on the show. But you said what you said. But I questioned the friend that started the series. Okay, where's the Ahmad Wiggins series at? Because he said the exact same thing that I said, that you are boring on the panel. I gave a critique. That shouldn't make you want to start a campaign for somebody giving an assessment of you on a show.
Okay, and then let's go with that narrative. Let's say, okay, they called my panel boring. I'm gonna come at him with these. At least if you're gonna come with the series because you're mad at you, at least make the series be exciting. I mean, it wasn't even exciting. It wasn't anything where similar to the Lifetime documentaries that were set up with the RKKs. At least that was a bit intriguing. Like, I want to watch this. You set this whole thing up and you didn't even make it entertaining. But I'm just saying, like, when situations like this are taken lightly, you make it really, really bad for real victims. And I'm just like, did you run out of content?
I think that he did not like someone being honest with him. And I also said that you need to speak up to Ahmad Wiggins. I don't think that it's appropriate for him to talk down to you as a human being, as a man. Because in another recording, you hear Ahmad Wiggins calling him the B word, saying don't say Wiley's name, because he, first of all, the friend challenged Ahmad Wiggins on the Gentleman's Panel, said no, the Gentleman's Panel is not boring. But then once he brought up Wiley's name, the friend brought up Wiley's name about the series, that's when Ahmad Wiggins said, don't say that B word name. You already know how I feel about that B. He was verbally abusive towards his friend. And my thing is this, it just really make people understand that I've been saying for years that Ahmad Wiggins' his issue is he don't like to be challenged. He don't like to challenge.
And that reminds me of a bigger YouTube that we all know.
Exactly. They cut from the same cloth that if you challenge them or what they do, they're not used to that, because in their bubble, they're the king. In their bubble, they're the queen. So how dare you, Wiley, with a cross eye, challenge me? How dare you? And how dare you have a personality that people want to watch? Right. How dare you? How dare you able to sit by yourself and I'm sitting with my friend with thousands and it don't get no traction. Only how I'm getting these viewership is to talk about Wiley, which your friend don't like Wiley, don't want Wiley name mentioned. I mean, you can't have it both ways. When you endorse a series with Wiley name, you can no longer say you don't mess with Wiley, you don't mention Wiley, because you endorse it. Just because you're not saying someone's name, people know what you're meaning because you are part of it. Period. People are not.
They know what you're talking about.
Right. They're not stupid.
No, I know you are highly intelligent and you know what's going on. You're full aware. And I want to say congratulations on 10K.
Thank you so very much.
Congratulations. And why were they so butthurt? They went live after they heard that you hit 10K.
I mean, that again,
it looked like a lot of people had hemorrhoids last night. Their butts were hurting.
They were upset. And what they didn't know, what the devil meant for the evil, God meant for good. See, what they did was they were helped because you tried to do evil and it didn't work. That's why the connection didn't work. That's why the spirit, that's why it was boring, because you done it in a malicious intent and God wasn't in it. And clearly
God was nowhere.
He was nowhere in that situation, because you are literally saying somebody's grandmother, who is a mother of the church, Holy Ghost filled, where you're putting this out there and you're not encouraging people to go to the authorities. You're encouraging people to go to your YouTube channel with the bad connection. Like, I don't understand.
Yes.
If you're for the victim, before you come to my channel, go to the police and the district attorney and let them investigate.
And for you to say that, let me piggyback off of what you just said.
Yeah.
When I hear people come and actually ask them those real questions, why are you telling them to go to the police? Why should I tell them to go to the police? Okay, You're saying that you want to get this man's name listed on a registry. There will have to be some police, some type of foul reports filed before anybody's name can actually go on a list. So what are you doing? Are you just going to continue with the surviving Wileys for the rest of 2020?
Exactly. You know, and
don't you know what was so sick? And I'm gonna let you talk. Let me say this. This was so sick. He said that he is going to keep this going until he hit 10K.
With bunch of lies, you understand? And that's where his spirit is. You're not doing it for the victims. You're doing it for growth. And you're lying and slandering people. And you're making a mockery. They're making it such a mockery on real victims that when somebody actually have a real story, no one will believe it. Because you made it into a joke. You made it into entertainment. You're literally taking a serious situation and you're making it into a mockery, a joke, commentary, and not encouraging people to get counseling, therapy, or to the police. And what I don't understand with Ahmaud Wiggins, you're at a bigger platform, right? You have sponsors. Right. And if someone would know trying to sponsor a platform that are labeling somebody to be something that they're not, that's damage towards your brand. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
That's very
I know exactly what you're saying, Wiley. And make me think, how much of a friend is Armand to you to give you the go ahead or give you the encouragement to start a thing on your platform, knowing with this type of content on your platform, what advertisers will reach out to him with this type of stuff said on his platform? Absolutely. The graphic things in the nature of the things that they're talking about. How do you think your YouTube career can grow from this?
Absolutely. And it could be very damaging. And like I tell any YouTuber, you have the freedom to say what you want to say. But when those people file paperwork and to take things into the courts, are you able to bag that up? I've seen plenty of YouTubers say some things, Tasha K, Dr. Larry Reed, and they're both in court right now fighting court cases, fighting civil courts. That's extremely expensive, extremely draining, because you can't say whatever you want to say on your YouTube, right? But if that person feels like they're being defamed and their character being slandered and they're being harassed, that they can't go into the court system. And do you have the facts to really back up what you were saying? And a lot of people have went on their channel, they're eating their words up because they're losing. Dr. Larry Reed just had to pay $20,000. But he's still in lawsuit for things that he have said on his channel. So, and that's just one. So I just think like people have to watch others in situations, and you don't want to have to end up, because who want to end up in a courtroom? You have to pay money, pay for these fees, probably pay for somebody's lawyer fees and all that because of the things that you said. Draining in that. You know, at this thing, like you should think before you speak, before you do those type of things. That I would think that you should use some type of wisdom and use your brain in your head. And I would say this towards Ahmaud Wiggins and towards his friend: you are an embarrassment to the community, and you should apologize not only to Wiley but to everybody that actually was a victim of sexual assault, because you're making them a mockery.
Thank you. And I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, because looking at the things that go on, you know, in the straight community as well as the LGBT community, things like this actually go on. Imagine how a person feels that has actually went through stuff like this, looking at it on YouTube, and then YouTubers already get a bad rep. You know, we're known as clout clout chasers, people that do anything to get the views and the clicks, and he's doing something like this. It's looking very, very bad on the LGBTQ community who already fight every day to have rights and respect. It's like he's you back 10 feet after you guys jumped 20 feet.
Absolutely. And
it's a big setback. This is a setback for the LGBTQ community and anybody that's in that community that's supporting this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to take a second look at them.
Absolutely. And it's very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. And, you know, people have reached out, you know, different organizations, you know, different people are reaching out, different bloggers like yourself reaching out because they know this is sick. And it's disturbing because they asking a simple question for them, from the Ahmaud Wiggins and his friend, where is the evidence? And Ahmaud Wiggins said, well, we got videos. I said, no, bro, you calling somebody this. Where's the police report? Where's DNA? Where's this? Where's statements? Where's the evidence? And they are getting cussed out. They're getting blocked. And they're just asking it's a simple question. I
noticed he was calling them all Dusties. Everyone came in with logical questions. I'm blocking you, Dusty. I'm blocking you, Dusty. Everybody that's coming with real questions is a dust mite? Really?
Absolutely. And it was a senior citizen that called me Mother Beverly, and she was called a Dusty B word. Now, this is an elder, and she was just asking a question, like, you know, where to prove. And he said, get that Dusty B out of my chat.
Oh my God, they disrespecting the elderly people.
Yeah, that. Her name is Mother Beverly, and she called me because all she did was ask the question, where the proof, you know, where the police, you know, where y'all saying this and where it's coming. And my biggest friend said, get that Dusty B out the chat.
Oh my God, that's mind-boggling. I just seen Love Me For Me said if with these false allegations and foul claims and paperwork, they themselves can actually be prosecuted for filing false police reports and is punished for a year, up to a year in jail. So I hope you guys come back and read this. Armand or Official King Payne, you're welcome to jump in. I want to hear your side of the story.
Absolutely.
You know, but I doubt they come, you know, I'm just a pigeon to them, you know.
Right. And it's just so sad when, you know, when those two black, you know, gay men doing that. And these, you know, speaking for Ahmaud Wiggins, he want to be big. You know, you want to work, you want to get into television entertainment business. What organization want to sign you to a multi-million-dollar deal when you're labeling somebody something that they're not? They're not going to attach their brands to that, you know?
They're not going to want to attach their name to that. And this is another thing. Armand, if you run across this video, I just got something to say. You are a very talented brother. You have a spark and you have the it factor. But when you let your emotions cloud up everything and you act and move all the time on your emotions, you will place barriers in front of the path of your own success.
Facts. That's right. And he's very talented. It's emotions and also alcohol.
I would never take that from him.
Yes, very emotional. And I think he needs to cut back on the alcohol because he does stuff and then you have to backtrack for what you said, intoxicated, you know? And
he do. But I can tell you this. You say this, you know, I'm not trying to bring up a lot of other people's names, but say this. I remember there was a situation, I think with Mob Radio, but he was drinking on his panel and he said, yeah, I got some receipts I'm going to bust out on. So he ended up actually saying this, and somebody took the information that was down in the live, in Armand Live, and took it to it. So I'm like, you sit up here and you trump up this dirty stuff and you trump up allegations while you're intoxicated and in emotions, and you can't even hold it in. Like, you're not even going to be able to play your trump card because you revealed it already.
Absolutely. And he does stuff like that. And this is not the first time that he have labeled someone a rapist. You know, he even put some towards
somebody else like this.
He said T.S. Madison booked a guest on which was Cherry Bob, and said that she allegedly raped her roommate and that she booked booked her on the show, and she put them on stage.
Something about that. Was it a transgender?
Transgender, and he said that she allegedly raped a roommate, which the roommate was a makeup artist, and she had to come out and answer these allegations. And that was the Ma Wiggins show. So,
oh my God! Were there any police reports filed with that situation?
No police report, no DNA, no district attorney, no nothing, not a shred, absolutely nothing.
Oh my God, that is horrible.
Platform, you know, and it's just unfortunate. That's why I say, if you don't stop that, what will stop you from doing it to anybody else? You know, you have to literally stop those things. This man have opened up his phone lines to defame Tasha K and her family, about her husband and about her being broke and about her filing for bankruptcy. And then
I remember that.
He allowed a caller on the line to say her kids got almost taken away, and
it said something about a drug allegation. I remember that. And you know what, Brother Wiley, when I first started hearing about Armand, that was the show I watched when I first came across Armand. And it was him dragging somebody, him actually putting a caller in that you didn't know was telling the truth, and you just let them go on.
Absolutely.
You let them go on and you let them talk on your form.
Absolutely. And that to me is sad. And it's dangerous rhetoric, because you can't open your lines up and let people just say anything. Like, it's just not cool.
It's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. And I'm like, what is it that happened in his life that you think would make someone so bitter to do things like this, to make up these lies on people? Why is this man so bitter?
I think that for me, I am very consistent. I call it trolling or marketing. I make my intro music. I do things that the base would like to target a younger audience. And the same way how he looks at, the same way how Ma Wiggins look at Tasha K and get ideas with the blue wall, with the teddy bear, I look at him and get ideas. And he can't handle that I'm getting ideas and it's working for me, you know?
It's working.
I like to see people twerk for dollars. So let me get up and do my struggle twerk, my disabled twerk.
Yeah.
And I give
people like to be entertained.
I give him his credit. And the thing about it is, he don't want to give me my credit. He would get on his platform and say the cockeyed blogger. He would say I use my mental illness as the weaponizer. He I just want to quote him. He said that my audience is broke church women, that they are broke, that they don't give that much. They said that they bought me a TV, couch, bed, drawers, and all these type of things. And that,
oh my God, they even got your drawers.
Yeah, he even said the draw, like he said the draws, baby.
I heard them saying something about he wears his drawers inside out. How do you know how this man wear his drawers?
Exactly.
I was like,
unless you right there looking, you know.
Unless you right there looking.
Yes. And I just got the information because even with the Cardi B situation, he reached out for Schemo for an interview, and Schemo told him no for the first time, and Schemo did the interview for me. That was Cardi B friend. I had the first interview.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you did an interview with Schemo?
I did.
I'm gonna have to go and look at it.
When I was a small YouTube. And
how long ago was that? How long ago?
Like when it first started with the whole Cardi B and everything, the drama.
2018.
Yeah, when it first started. And he didn't give to my Wiggins because he was like, he was dissing. He was with Team Tasha. And of course, he gave me the interview, and then eventually he gave my Wiggins interview, but I definitely had it first. And I'm only saying this because if you don't promote yourself, nobody will. You have to put respect on him. You know what I'm saying? He gets on his platform. He's talking about, oh, Wiley, I don't want to put respect on your name. Saying something, I should die. He just said all that stuff on his friend platform. And it's just so.
Oh my God.
It's really disturbing and sad, because if you really felt that way, you wouldn't even address me subliminally on your radio show, allowing your friend go in the chat, into your friend chat when he's saying that, when you say you don't mess with Brother Wiley. Make it make sense. Either you mess with me
Wow.
or you don't mess with me. But you can't creep up in the chat, throw a rock, and then hide your hand when Brother Wiley respond. I have a right to respond to anything that has been said about me, positive or negative, right? I have a God-given gift
You got the right.
to speak up. Anybody should. You know,
Anybody.
I choose to speak up, just like Neek and Nice should speak up. Nobody should be silenced when you feel like you're being wrong. You should have that same right to give your side of the story.
Thank you. And then we live in a time now in this internet world where someone accusing you of stuff and you don't speak out, you are automatically classified as guilty.
Absolutely. And
like, oh, they said this, and that about him. We haven't heard from him. It must be true.
Right. And I, you know, first of all, I went into prayer and supplication, fasting, really understanding what is this test meaning. But I had to go back to my mother when she first came on the show last year. And she said something so powerful. She said, Marquise, you got to learn how to get out of people. And, you know, they brought up allegations again. And that's when the recording you played, that's when it first, you know, started. So I brought her on the show last year. And everything that she said was true. That's the test. I have to learn to get out of people. And I know I'm not the same person last year or even the same person, the manic version, because if I was manic, oh my God, I can't even describe the things I would be doing. But I'm learning now. And a test is only to make you stronger, more an effective person for your ministry, for your channel, whatever your God-given gift. And it helps sharpens your skill. And I'm learning that, you know, the higher I go up, the more people will talk about me positively or negative, right? But it's up to you on how you're going to respond, because you could be tempted to do your own series and do that, you know, fight, fire, and fight. Or you could do what Michelle Obama say, when they go low, we go high, right? So I took the high approach, and that's the approach that I took. They're taking the gutter, the bottom, the nastiness, the nasty attacks. That's the route.
The alley.
Yeah.
They are. And at the end of the day, it's all shining a bad light on them, on their platform, and all around values. Because for you to just slander a person like this, when something comes up against you, do you think a lot of people are going to come out of the woodworks and bat for you if something comes up, you know, pertaining them?
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to think about stuff like that. You got to think about stuff like that.
Right, because what will stop other people from doing that is the same exact thing to them. You know what I'm saying? Because things have came up. I could have been tested to pick up a rumor and just, oh, I'm going to just run with it. And I said no. And things have came up. And every time those things will come up and other people chat, I was like, no, I don't believe it, because I just can't take up a rumor or a caller. A caller can say anything, right? A person can say anything until you actually investigate it for yourself, because you're putting your brand, your reputation on the line to run with this story. I've seen people.
Yeah. You put yourself on the line for loss. Let's not forget that.
Absolutely. And even speaking for that part, like, you know, you got to be very careful. And I think you have to also think long term too. You're going to remember this point, and people are watching. And they're seeing what you're doing, and you want to get in those rooms of power, and you want to grow like everybody wants to, but you don't want to be labeled that. When you get mad, you want to label somebody a predator because you upset with them.
No,
you don't want
to at all.
When you have no proof, you just upset and you want to just label somebody that because you mad at them because they're growing, or because they're wearing a t-shirt like you, or they getting a camera like you, or they got the same type of intro. Like you're
That's all I hear about. That's all I hear about. Microphones, intros, cameras, twerking, and subscribers, and I'm gonna stop this once I reach 10,000. Once you reach 10,000, you just forget about all the victims.
All right.
Once you reach, you guys fend for yourself. I got all I got of you.
First it was for the victims. Then you said a GoFundMe. Then where the money gonna go?
Because GoFundMe.
He says he's gonna have a GoFundMe, but on the My Biggest Radio show, that brother, and He said, I'm not making enough money now because of the pandemic. Money is not like it is. Money is kind of funny right now. But yet you're doing a campaign. You said you're going to go fund me right then and there. That'll let people know, are you doing this for financial gain because you're not having any clients because California is in a shelter in place? So are you doing this for the victims or are you doing this for your own financial gain? Which one is it?
Wow.
And where that money going to be going?
He doing it for financial gain. That money will not be blessed. Whatever money it is, he will get. It will not be blessed. It was a pleasure having you on, Brother Wiley.
Thank you. No, thank you. You know what? Thank you so much, Katie Talk 101. I feel like you are an amazing talent. Because of course I'm gonna talk to you offline for some stuff, but you just know you're an amazing. And I want to say on the record, you reached out. You did not have to reach out. You wanted to know what was going on. You were concerned, and you came to the source. I'm being discussed, and out of everybody, you were the only one that made that call. And for that, you're going to always be great because you're chasing down the story. You're trying to get to the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And I want the truth. I want the truth. You know, I could have easily seen, and then I tuned into you, but I could have easily seen, oh, somebody made a Surviving Wiley series. I'm going to do a recap on it.
Right.
But I'm like, I want to see what the truth is. So, you know, like I told you, I was watching some guy, and he bring another guy on there, and they just, you got into a roast session. First you're talking about Surviving Wiley, then you get into a whole roast session, and you like talking about them and flipping your hair, and you're telling them to call in. And I'm like, this doesn't look right. Let me call this brother. Let me reach out to this brother. Thank you so much for reaching back out.
Exactly.
Because, you know, some people won't, especially when it comes to like a bigger YouTuber versus smaller, you know. But everyone
I promoted you to my channel and to my base because I don't think like that. I don't think, oh, I'm a big YouTube. I'm small too. We all, until we get 30 million, 288 million subscribed, we are still considered small. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some blogs, they got millions. So we all consider small. But then again, you might consider that, but in your mind, I'm big. Because in my mind, I have millions. And I've been saying this when I had 2 or 3, right? And I've always said this, my personality haven't caught up with my numbers. And that is what it is. Is that going to stop me for doing my show because I don't have these big up? No, I can battle with the best of them. And we had some big YouTubers on our program, celebrities on our program with an S, right? More than our competition.
You had a comedian on there. Was that last night?
Yes. Yeah. So that was like a pre-recorded. That was part of the archive, you know, a part of our memorable Mondays where we had play like old videos because my audience is double when we started 2 Men and a Lady, right? So I could bring that video and it could be new to so many thousands of people because we have so many thousands. We were at 5K when we had 2 Men and a Lady. Now we're at 10K. So I have doubled the audience. So yes, it's very profitable to play those old but goody clips. It might be old to some, but to somebody that's new, this is new to them.
It's new to them.
And I could be in a chat interacting with the audience and see how they go. And so I can get a viewer perspective. And when I'm sitting, I get to learn and critique myself. Okay, I could have done that better. Oh, this is decent. Okay, let me see how y'all do it in the chat, how y'all operate. Let me see the spirit of it, right? Because when I'm in the moment, I don't focus in the chat anymore. I focus on the content because I have to think about the thousands, probably millions of people that's going to catch the replay that don't watch live. They just watch me. So I can't be like, hey, such and so, how your baby doing? You know?
Yeah.
I got to be focused on the content. On the
stuff. Thank you so much for that advice. I needed that.
Yes, because then after towards the end, you can have your little, hey, how y'all doing about? But you always want to pay attention to the subject matter because people gonna watch replay. They don't want to see you having a whole conversation with moderators, but it's like a turn off. And I've learned that in the beginning because they're like, why you have these sideline conversations? Get to the matter. So now I get to the matter. So when it's the end, once I'm done talking about everything, that's when my show be like 2 hours. And then I can be like, hey, D1, how you doing? Hey, Bright Star, how you doing? Hey, Day, hey, Miss Shaw, hey, Blue Sky Millennial. You know, then you could go ahead and have your after show within a show.
Okay, get your interactions in at the end of the point. Because when people come in, they're like, okay, let's get to this point.
Right, get to the point.
When I get to the point, they're going to stroll off.
You can't be slow doing, hello, this is what we're going to. You're going to put people to sleep, especially when you're juicing something up and you can't deliver it. It could be some good tea. But if you are a whack deliverer, a whack messenger, we ain't going to receive the message. You can have a good message. But if you are not able to articulate that message with style and charisma, people won't watch it.
That is so true. Thank you so much. Oh my, talk to you off air. You got it. Yes. I'm gonna have to pay you to mentor me. This is gonna be another Storm and Tasha. No. You're Tasha, I'm Storm.
Yes. Thank you so much.
But I ain't no questioning my sexuality.
Yeah, you know, they gonna probably say that I'm trying to make you my beard. You already know how that's going.
Your mustache.
Right.
Thank you so much for gracing me with your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for clearing your name up. I don't know if some more series may come out. We may have to come out with part 2.
Right.
Once they come with their part, we gonna come with our part.
Right. It is so sad.
It's sad. It's sad. But you continue to do the good work you do to reach your audience with your style and your personality, and you continue to be great. And I wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Love you. Bye bye.
Most definitely, I hope I can part 2 or something, or I can jump in on the subject.
Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure all the producers that's in here, thank you all. Make sure you subscribe and thank you. And I hope and pray that someone will learn from this situation. Even me, even now, I can't say the things that I have said that was problematic. You have to learn. You live and you learn. And I don't want people to continue to do that because that's dangerous. And you got to be careful what you say. It's not how you say, it's what you say. And my mother and people always say, "Wow, you got the freedom of speech to say anything." But some stuff you say have consequences, you know? So you
consequences.
Right. Especially when you're in that entertainment business and you got to be careful. And I've seen people get lawsuits and lose bags, lose opportunity, sponsors pull out.
Look what happened to Kevin Hart. Look what happened to Kevin Hart.
You see what happened, what he said about that, and he couldn't even host the Oscars. He pulled out because, you know, and he kept apologizing. It's just some stuff that definitely stick, and you know, just got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. That's for all of us.
Yes, that is so true. Everybody, Almond Brown, mouth open. Gee, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. You guys, if you have not yet, make sure you tap that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. And until next time, I am signing out. Katie Talk 101. Thank you, Brother Wiley.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
See y'all later. And you guys have a blessed night. All right. As usual, love you, YouTube. All right. See y'all later. Perfect. All right. Still going. Hold on.